Yeah. I got that good life type of feeling. Like, I'm getting money. I'm all good, you know what I'm saying? I get mad love, and, you know what I'm saying? Everybody now with me, real niggas, real people, they with me. Fake people don't with me. I tell them till you get real, don't with me. My good people with me. I tell them, you know it's all good, come with me. People don't with me. I tell them till you get right, don't.
Yo.
What's up?
Yo. What it do, everybody? Live Action TV back in effect. Season 3 is upon us. We had a great show last week.
Yeah.
We had the Dawn from the Bronx. Last week in the building. Capital J and Miss Nikki held it down. Shout out to them. Shout out to Miss Nikki over here looking good.
No, sir.
Shout out to Capital J for holding it down for us last week. We got a great guest today. We got Fuse from 808 Mafia. Very special guest. This dude is very talented. He works a lot in the industry. Resume speaks for itself. We're going to get into talk about Whiteboy Summer, courtesy of Hank Son. You are going to get into, let me take a look at the good old film, female rappers. Also, excuse me, have some chicken strips just now. We're going to get into Joe Biden. Joe Biden actually wants to get $15 minimum wage for the entire country.
That's dope.
So that means even like down south, Alaska.
That's big because down south minimum wage is different from New York minimum wage.
I hope they don't try to pull a fast one because down south everything is cheaper. So
and they're trying to raise the price.
Yeah, they're gonna be like, "Oh, you're getting money out here now." So
right,
right. So hopefully, you know what I'm saying.
It's gonna be over.
So like, what's the point? What's the point if you even making it $15 if you gotta pay?
But that's what usually happens, though. If you think about it.
Yeah, exactly. But we're trying to avoid that. Cause I'm trying to get a little spot down south. You know what I mean? And we are going to introduce our new co-host. And we are going to talk about the statue that was made at Madame Tussauds for
Vice President.
Vice President. The main one is that what happened with that Vice President one? What happened?
Right.
We're going to get into all that today on the show, people. So yeah, our first topic is Whiteboy Summer. You know, to all the people that like white boys, which is white boys. You know, I'm not hating. I'm a black boy. And I don't happen to like white boys. I'm cool with them, but I don't like them because I'm not homosexual.
Right.
He loves black girls. So let's just get into a clip of him talking about his Whiteboy Summer approaching.
What's up, loved ones? Wow, Whiteboy Summer going up. It's fantastic. I love to see it. Thanks for making that a thing. They've been asking me, Chet, if it's going to be a white boy summer, does that make it a black queen summer for you? And I said, do you know me? Because if you did, you know that's all year round. Respectfully. But yeah, if you want to know more about the white boy summer, hit the link in my bio and register for Actors Advantage, my acting community I'm dropping, where I'll be sharing all the game, all the gems on how to get into the game and actually make a living from being a working actor in film and television, if that's something you're interested in. You know what I mean? So hop on the right foot and make your next move your best move if you know what's good for you. And, everyone have a great Saturday. Peace, love, and light. Bye.
Yeah, so he did a little marketing with his shit. He's smart. Marketing, you know what I'm saying? I get that money.
Nah, he a little cutie though. He a little cutie. I don't do white boys, but he cute.
Yeah, like I seen Rihanna commented with the little laughing eyes and shit in the comments on it, or Rihanna on it. They said about to be mad. It's funny.
He's a handsome Whiteboy.
I fuck with him when he did the fucking Jamaican accent and all that shit. So I remember that shit. Like he seemed like a cool dude.
Yeah.
He's another one of them that was hollering at one of my old friends. I'm not gonna say who. You
Oh
know,
boy, I think I know who.
you know who in DMs.
He's smooth though. He got some swag.
Yeah, he got a little face swag. He got the fucking possible Jamaican accent down pat. He do that shit.
Yeah, we can invite him to a barbecue. He comes to a barbecue.
Yeah, man, you want to invite him to the barbecue? I ain't inviting that nigga nowhere. Nah, but he being cool. It's like, listen, like I don't knock anybody. You know, when it comes to race, anything that's like, oh, white, you know, it's like it's really looked at in a negative way because it's like white has been used to go against black. You know, generally.
For so many centuries, yeah.
So it's like, since like he's doing that and he's like a fan of black people. I mean, not a fan, but he's like a supporter of black people. In a way, I don't go against that. I know he has some issues with his girl or whatever. She was a black. She was a black. So I'm like fucking Donald Trump. She was a person, and fucking so. But you know, we all go through shit in our relationships, no matter who we with. Like, you know what I'm saying. So I'm not gonna like hold that completely against him. I don't know the details. I wasn't there to speak for anybody, so I don't know what happened. But he seems like a cool dude. You know, do your thing. If you like white boys, you know, I'm big on pro black and black people being together. But you want to have your fun and enjoy white boy summer and do your thing. You know what I'm saying?
Have fun. That's what it's about. Live your life.
It's always it's black boy year, all year, decades.
Right.
So we not as a black boy. You can have a summer, bro. Like that.
Right. Nothing is just more summer.
You can have a summer. So how you feel about white boy summer? It's cool with you? It's cool with you?
It's cool with me. Like I said, I love my chocolate mint. So
so if he wasn't as cute, would you be down with white boy summer if he wasn't?
If he wasn't as cute?
Yeah.
No.
You blame black power. I don't know.
Yeah, right. Like, you gotta come correct, boo. You can't be no half-ass white boy. Like you gotta be
He got money. His dad, Tom Hanks, too.
Right.
He's good. He hopping up on the good foot.
Yeah.
All right. So we're gonna get into the next topic. We're gonna get into female rappers, like just the general assembly, the general occurrences in female rap right now. You know, they get a lot of flack. Oh, your sound is sane. You're rapping about sex. This goes in something deeper. That in general, men like to control women.
Of course.
This is like, you know, I don't want to sound like a feminist. In general, men always have an opinion on what women do. You know what I'm trying to say? So it's like men make songs about sex, drugs, and killing.
All the time.
And most of us are doing that. That's the most general thing niggas are doing. Like, it's about that. Oh, but when the girls just talk about sex,
it's a problem.
I was like, oh, you talking about sex? Like, and what the fuck? Like,
do you? Right? When we talked about selling drugs, you be like, oh, nah, you don't do that.
Right. You know how many of these young boys talking about the same thing? It's like, I give it to them. Like, they don't only talk about they spit some real shit sometimes, and they verses they spit some real shit, but it's generally the same thing. Oh, got me money for my family. I'll kill you if you come up on me.
When you talk about popping pills.
Yeah, I got the bitches on my dick. I get money. I got a car. You take the bus, nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, why don't we say that about rappers who made it? You know what I'm saying? Male rappers.
Because it's a man's world.
Yeah, exactly. But I feel like there's a lot of good female rappers out that also don't only talk about sex, but they get less notoriety and they get less respect. Like Rhapsody, there's other people who out there who talk about a lot of different things that's not focused around sex, but it's like if they talked about sex, they'll probably get more publicity. You know what I'm saying? They'll probably get more sales, more views. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
So
they're only rapping about what's relevant.
Right.
So if people are out here buying the album with the guy talking about he's selling drugs, he's taking drugs, he's fucking bitches, then he's gonna continue to rap about selling drugs, taking drugs, and fucking bitches. Yeah. And same with females. Like, that's what's hot right now. Females talk about fucking niggas and throwing them to the side. That's what's popping. So that's what they're doing. They catering to to crack, as we should.
Can't get mad at somebody for making money. Basically, it boils down you hating for people making money is what you shouldn't do. You should never do that.
Exactly.
Unless it's like really negative to the society in general. Which people could say sex is negative, but sex.
By Brooks and Dunn on Amazon.
I've not told you, Alexa. Alexa's wilding right now.
Always got something to say. It's always
Alexa, stop.
That's why she didn't say that when I just said her name.
Wilding.
Mind her business.
So yeah. So don't hate on nobody for making money. They're not hurting nobody. Sex sells. None of us would be here without sex. So we gotta talk about it. Sex is part of life. So stop hating.
Facts, right.
All right, what else? We got another hero, the good old Jandal. I was in Texas, everybody, so I'm not talking like this. Let me see.
You said you was in Texas, what?
Now I talk like this. Now I talk like I'm from down south.
Oh God, you was only there for 2 hours. Stop it.
What you mean? I was down there for a whole year.
Whatever.
But it was cool down there. It was cool. I had a good time down there. It was cool.
That's cool. I gotta go down there one day.
I also did I just finished doing a presentation like for a class because Yerby, you know Yerby, right?
Yeah, I know Yerby. Yeah.
She like teaches a class for Usher's new school, Usher's class.
Okay.
School. So I was talking about fundraising. I have like a background like in marketing, fundraising, for like political parties and stuff like that.
Okay.
So I was talking about like, fundraising with them and, putting them on to like, how to do things the right way and how to like, go with the punches and shit.
Okay.
It was a cool thing. Okay. Boom. So we have President Biden, almost said Trump. Hallelujah that there is no more president.
Why is he even your vocabulary? Why? I mean, he don't even exist to me anymore. Like,
He out there, do that. Don't
reality star? Who the hell is Trump?
You also do something good every day.
Oh, that's dope.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. President Biden is announcing that he wants to start working on getting $15 minimum wage for everybody in the entire country.
That's big.
Mm-hmm.
That's big.
I personally would not accept $15 an hour. Me personally. So if I won't accept $15 an hour, then it should at least be the minimum because I won't I won't even take that. Like I'll be like $15 an hour. Nah.
Right. But see, my thing is, I know I'm sounding a little greedy now, right? So what about the niggas that make more than $15 an hour a week?
Yeah, that's how it goes.
I was like, is my shit going on?
In New York City, we already got a almost $15 minimum wage already out here. Don't really apply to you. So for the rest of the country, hopefully they get a bump up. Hopefully.
Yeah, nah. It's all jokes. I'm joking because I know a lot of people out there.
Really you want that money? Stop fronting.
I'm really joking. I'm joking. I'm not being that. I'm joking. Now, I know this will help a lot of people who's out there who really needs it, who's really struggling. Because in all reality, you think about it, like you living off of anything less than $15 an hour, like kudos to you, because that's tough.
Word. Selling something on the side. I don't know what you're selling. You're doing something.
Right. Like
you don't got to be legal, but you're doing something because that's not enough money to make it.
Especially living in New York, fucking rent is like
$45,000 a month.
Right. And that's for a closet.
Exactly. You got a drawer. You sleep in a drawer.
You got share a bathroom with everybody. You got share a kitchen with everybody in the building. You got share everything. You got share a toothbrush with everybody. Like
exactly. You got share sheets and shit.
Right.
Let's get into a clip of Joe Biden actually talking about $15 minimum wage.
Let's raise the minimum wage to $15. No one working 40 hours a week. No one working 40 hours a week should live below the poverty line. We need to ensure greater equity and opportunity for women. And while we're doing this, let's get the Paycheck Fairness Act to my desk as well. Equal pay. It's been much too long.
Yes, you know how to pander to this. To you know, there's Republican pandering. They talk about immigration and shit like that. And
Yeah.
Democratic pandering. They make sure you know, like, we're on your side. You want some money, equal rights for gays, equal rights for women and blacks. But I'm going to go on that side more because that sounds better for me. I vote my interests. You know, I hate when people say, you don't vote your interests, you vote Republican. What the fuck are you talking about? I don't care about immigration. Why would I care about a person from another country coming into this country? It's America. This is what America is about.
Yeah, right.
Gives a fuck about that shit. I care about me making money and me being
right.
Cops not killing my black ass. What you talking about?
Facts.
You know, Republicans don't agree with that shit. So, yeah, so shout out to Joe. You know, he already sent out them stimmies. You know what I'm saying? He's still trying to make sure niggas get that money. So shout out to Big Joe. And shout out to Vice President Harris. They made a statue. Madame Tussauds made a statue of Vice President Harris. Joe Biden as well, but Joe Biden's statue looks very immaculate. Came out very great, very accurate. But I don't think that Vice President Harris thing came out that good. Let's take a look at Vice President Harris black statue.
Okay.
Be my third president. To add President Joe Biden to the collection is a big honor.
I'm hugely honoured to be sculpting Kamala Harris. I feel like the most important features is to get right are not only her lovely, warm and welcoming smile, but also her eyes, because I feel like she's so engaging when she smiles.
To get the clay head to this stage has taken a lot of research, a lot of measurements. It was important just to capture the right moment.
Who the fuck was that?
They tried it. I don't know who that woman was, but that wasn't her.
Who the fuck was that?
Somebody's aunt. It wasn't her.
That would look more like Hillary Clinton. It looked more like Hillary Harris. That's crazy. Like,
I don't want to say what I want to say, so I'm just gonna keep it to myself.
What you gonna say?
It's because she's black, all right? That's what I want to say. It's because she's fucking black, right? No fucking respect.
They do Karen Harris. That was Karen Harris. That wasn't.
They disrespectful. Why they had to do it like that?
That looked more like Hillary Clinton than look like
right. That's what I'm saying. Like, all right, like,
yeah, like, you know, they just didn't do that good. You know, it wasn't absolutely bad. Definitely not good. Definitely not good.
It didn't look like her.
Nah, it didn't look like it. It looked like her, like it could be her, but that's not her though. It looked like
I feel like because she's black, so the person who's doing it was like, white. I don't want her to look too black.
I don't know. She just could. I think they should have let the dude. I don't want to say the. I think the dude was just better at it. It should have let the dude do it.
Mm-hmm.
So
we'll see if they fix it.
Well, that was crazy though. Well, that shit looked creepy. This was some shit out of a horror movie.
Nah, you said she didn't look bad, and now you told her she looked like she was out of a horror movie.
Like, imagine you walk into your house and that shit come out of nowhere. Whoa, what the fuck? So now we're gonna get into our special guest of today's episode, Fuse. This is one of our top guests. He is producer for a lot of good artists. He's a great producer himself. Right now he's in LA. He's in LA doing his thing. He's based out of ATL. He's actually from the Bronx. So he gets
around. Baby.
DX, you know what I mean? He gets around. So let's show him a clip of intro for Fuse, and then we'll get into the interview.
First thing I think of when I wake up in the morning, how am I going to get more? How do I get to the next level? How do I achieve more success? Making beats on the computer. I was born and raised in the Bronx. I was always a kid who like beats. My inspiration never comes from sitting in the studio. It just comes from just living.
Yeah, give it up, everybody.
Yeah.
Yo, BX in the building.
Yes.
You heard? What's
What's
going
going
on,
on?
brother?
Everything's blessed, man. How's everything with y'all?
Pretty good, man.
Good. Keep
Pretty
it
good. Glad
playing.
to have you.
Dope, man. Glad to be here.
Yeah, man. So, how is it in LA right now?
Hot.
Hot?
It's like 90. It's like 90 degrees right now. Hot.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's hot. I'm inside where the AC is very cold, so you have to pick your poison.
Right? Yeah, yeah. I'm hot. I'm a little hot here in New York. It's not like super hot, but it's definitely humid. You know how New York is. It's humid.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll be back in New York in like 2 weeks. Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go to LA either next month or not. Probably June. I'll probably next month or June. I'm gonna go to LA.
Yeah, come. LA's a vibe. LA's always a vibe.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
definitely want to go there.
I haven't gone yet. You been there already? You thinking?
No, I want to go. I want. Hopefully, maybe this year or maybe next year I'll go.
Yeah, you go traveling a lot this shit anyway.
Yeah, I'm always going somewhere.
So man, what inspired you to like make beats, to get into making beats and everything, man?
I mean, what inspires me is just, everyday stuff like just being in the studio as a young kid, watching like other producers, create, make something out of nothing, stuff like that. I always felt like I had it in me, growing up, especially my parents listening to like the Jacksons or Whitney Houston or Sade or whatever. I was always intrigued by the beats,
Nice.
the music, the instrumentals, and you know all the orchestration and different instruments, and I was always intrigued by that. So, I mean, I would say since young, I kind of knew I had a passion, a love for it, but to be inspired to actually make it. I think it was just seeing that you could actually make a living doing it.
He's like, yeah, money definitely talks. Like you could love something, but once you find out you can make money doing it, it's like, I really love this shit.
Even better, right?
Did you
Absolutely.
did you like used to make beats on the table as a kid out here in the Bronx? You used to always bang on the
Yeah,
table in the lunchroom.
lunchroom, man. I mean,
Lunchroom, lunchroom, been there banging on the table, making beats. Like,
what fist and a pen or with a
yep,
pencil or however.
exactly. A little sleeve, a little button on your sleeve and shit, getting
Yes,
crazy.
yes.
Um, do you have any preference to who actually listens? I mean, actually uses your beats? Do like you like certain type of like rappers? You are more old school, like, or you like young dudes with the mumble or with the drill? Like, what do you prefer popping your beats?
Right now in my career, I have no preference. When I first started, um, I came in with goals, and my goals was to work with all the big artists, a lot of the big artists at the time, and I felt like once I accomplished, I wasn't, I can't say I accomplished 100%, but I say I got to at least like 70%,
Nice.
75. And once I got there, I kind of felt like, all right, I think I need to open up, my spectrum to new artists, more upcoming artists instead of just the big artists because
Nice.
I've surrounded myself with a lot of upcoming artists at the time who are now big name artists.
Right.
So, I just look at it like, if I would have worked with them then on that, aspect of collaborating and making music, that relationship probably would have trickled to this very day. But, people grow apart and I've seen a lot of people become successful. It's pretty dope.
That's what's up.
Well, yeah. So I know you're part of 808 Mafia. Like, how did that come about?
Came through a mutual friend. He lived in Atlanta while I was still in New York, and Southside, who's the CEO of the company. He used to hear my beats because I used to send them to my friend who lived in Atlanta, and they used to hang out together. And my friend, he used to rap, so Southside would hear my beats, and I guess I mean, from what my friend told me, he said that Southside, will always ask about me, like, who's this guy that makes these beats? And one day he just, made the phone call, connected us, and Southside just basically said, yo, I want you in Atlanta. I want you to come move down here. So I moved to Atlanta, and it was it, history.
Nice.
That's what's up. Always wanted to move to Atlanta. Now I'm thinking about Houston. I'm
I got
Houston.
family in Houston. Houston's cool. I don't, the weather is really hot. It's different, but I like
Yeah.
Houston.
Yeah, I like Houston. I like Atlanta too. I like Houston slightly better. No offense, I love Atlanta.
But ain't no place better than the Bronx. So
yeah, New York City.
You already know. How was that for you growing up in the Bronx?
It was. I mean, it was like for any New York kid, you just got to grow up fast.
Yeah.
You know, like I just. It's not like my parents dropped me off to school and picked me up, so I had to like walk, take the train, take the bus, and we're talking about like 7 years old, 8 years old. You know what I mean? Like little kid. Like my parents was like, "Yo, you gotta make it to school today." Like, yeah, so you just like forced to grow up because you know they gotta get to work and they gotta handle their stuff. And I mean, it was cool looking back at it. It was just like, damn, why am I going through this? But you know, as an adult, and I reflect back on it, it's just like I appreciated it. You know what I mean? I appreciate it more. It's kids these days probably wouldn't have to experience that because it's a little bit different. But I just feel like I think that upbringing is what molded me to who I am now. So no regrets.
Very cool. Any last words, real quick? Cause we gotta wrap up. Hopefully, we catch you another time. I don't know.
Yeah.
On time, man.
No, I mean just for all the upcoming producers and musicians, stay at it, keep the faith. Don't let nobody tell you can't do it. Stay focused. I would definitely say, all distraction is like must be eliminated. You know what I'm saying? Like get in your bag. That's how you get to the top.
Cool. Look at everybody find you at, man.
Social media, Fuse 808 Mafia. Just pretty much type that in. I'll pop up.
Nice. Hopefully we have you back, man, so we can talk more about everything you got going on. I know you got a lot going on.
Yeah.
So yeah, hopefully maybe next week or the week after, something like that, before you get too big and we can't catch you no more. You know what I'm saying?
Just hit me up. Y'all just let me know. We lock it in.
All right, sounds good, bro. Good to have you, man.
Thanks for being on the show.
All right.
Peace. All right.
Peace. All right, guys. So till next week, man. LiveAction TV. You heard? Check us out.
Later.
You heard, ladies, Miss Nikki and the crew. Capital J, LiveAction. Malcolm, you already know. We out. Later.
Do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
If you love them enough to do this, surely you'll check NHTSA.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
Yeah. I got that good life type of feeling, like, I'm getting money, I'm all good, you know what I'm saying? I get mad love, and, you know what I'm saying? Now with me, real niggas, real people, they with me, fake people don't with me. I tell them till you